I don't even know how much that did. But Raiden Shogun's almost at 130k. Mavuika, 130k no crit. We will go into... Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another video. Now, you guys may have seen Mavuika in the Genshin 5.3 live stream, but I am actually here to provide you guys an early access sneak peek of Mavuika on the Genshin Creator Experience server. Now, right off the bat, I do want to say, she's not going to be flying through the air, throwing fireballs, and exchanging blows with Capitano Super Saiyan style, but she is probably still one of the most insane Archons in this game. And I mean, just look at her. Like, come on. Can you not tell me that this is absolutely so sick? In this video, I will be showing you guys a couple cool gameplay mechanics that she has, very, very briefly going over her kit, as well as, just doing a bit of a damage test at the end, because I just want to show you guys what she is capable of. You can trust me when I say that she is pretty freaking absurd. Now, I do want to preface this by saying this is, like I said, the creator experience server, so all of these things are subject to change. This isn't the final build of the game, but thank you very much, Hoyoverse, for allowing me to create this video and show you guys all about Mavuika. So, with that being said, let's just get this out of the way. Like all other Natlan characters, Mavuika does have her own unique gameplay exploration mechanics, but I think she probably has one of the craziest out of them all, because as you can see here, she has a motorcycle. Well, you can actually summon this motorcycle by using her elemental skill, and she can ride around to that, on super high speeds. And whether you want to, do donuts, you can actually even ride over water, or if you want to fly through the air, she can do it all. So it is... This is really just an out-of-body experience seeing this in Genshin Impact. Now, a couple other cool things about Mavuika are that her hair actually does light on fire like we saw in the Archon quest. She has her own unique charge attack animation with effects, and if you stand still for long enough, she will summon her motorcycle and lean against it for literally, I think a whole minute or something like that, but... She's just really such a crazy character, and I'm not even being paid to make this video, but I will admit she's been super cool and fun to play. So that being said, this is exactly how you do that. So I am going to give you guys just a very, very brief explanation on her talents. This isn't supposed to be like a guide or anything like that, so I will try to condense it down into Oonga Boonga language as much as possible. Mavuika is primarily an on-field pyro DPS, and most of her abilities do reflect that, but she actually can buff teammates and, do a bit of damage off-field. So in terms of versatility, she is pretty good at doing both. Her normal attack, it's nothing crazy. It's just like the standard, 4-hit normal attack combination, and it's cool, it's fancy, but you can pretty much ignore it for the most part. Her elemental skill is where things get a little bit more interesting, because this is probably her most important ability. To put it very, very simply, she has two different forms of her elemental skill, and the first one is a fire circle that you can summon by tapping, and the second one is the motorcycle, like I showed you earlier, that you can summon by just long holding the elemental skill. The fire circle is kind of similar to the Raiden Shogun's eye that follows her, because it just follows the character, and it also deals coordinated damage every once in a while. But obviously, instead of electro, this one will kind of shoot down pyro damage from the sky. The motorcycle is where it gets a little bit more interesting, because this is where you can actually use her as a main DPS. You are still able to use all of the same attacks, like for example your normal attacks, charging attacks, and plunging attacks. But if you actually charge into enemies while you're on your bike, it will also do damage to them. Yeah, it does damage if you hit enemies, which I just thought was pretty funny. When you are on this bike, she's kind of almost jousting on this, when they're on the horses with the lances, but all of your attacks are converted into pyro damage, and this effect cannot be overridden. Oh, I forgot to mention this, but you can actually switch between Mavuika's different states of her elemental skill by just pressing the button. So if you want to, dismount off the motorcycle, or if you want to get back on it, just press the button, and yeah, You're good. Her elemental burst is one of the most unique abilities in this game, and that is because it actually does not charge on energy particles. So all energy regen substats are actually useless on her. Instead, it charges with something called fighting spirit, and I kid you not, this is literally the power of friendship. And the way you have to obtain these stacks of fighting spirit is either by normal attacking with teammates or consuming Night Soul points on your other party members. I will show you on screen, but you do actually need 200 points in order to do a full burst or fill it up all the way. But you can actually use the burst when it's at 50% full, and you're not going to get the full buffs, but yeah, you can still cast it even if it's only halfway full. When you click the burst, she does like this really cool animation where she like freaking flies down from the sky, and it does like a big nuke of damage at the very beginning. And actually for the next 7 seconds after you burst, she doesn't consume her Night Soul bar when she does like attacks or rides around. So when she is in this 7-second state, she does have increased interruption resistance as well as increased scaling of her attacks based off of how full your burst was when you used it. Finally, this is just a bit of a TLDR for her ascension passives, but the first one is basically when your teammate uses a Night Soul burst, Mavuika will get an attack boost for a little bit. And the second one is when Mavuika uses her own burst, your on-field character will then have increased damage. And this just makes her really, really useful as a support. It does like decay over time. So when you first use it, it's going to be a 40% bonus. 10 seconds after you use it, it's going to be a 20%. And then 20 seconds after you use it, it disappears. It's a pretty powerful ascension passive and does let her buff her teammates as well. Now, I know low-key that was a lot of like yapping. I tried to simplify it as much as I could, but just to summarize once again, what you're basically going to want to do is fill up her burst by attacking with other teammates or, using the Night Soul or consuming Night Soul points. Once her burst is full, you're going to want to use it, and then you're just going to ride around and charge down all of your enemies. If none of that made sense to you, that is perfectly fine. Maybe you're just a visual learner, so let me actually demonstrate to you how to use her and what a rotation with her would look like. All right, as you guys can see, we are here at the Raiden Shogun, and this is the team that I am using. We have Shilonen, Farina, and Bennett. I feel like this is a pretty standard, pyro DPS buffing team. It works pretty well, so this is what I'll, be doing this damage showcase with. Okay, for legal purposes, I'm actually not allowed to, show you these builds, but all you really need to know is Shilonen is C0R1 level 90. Her talent levels are at level 9, and she's using the hero set. Farina is C0R1 level 90, talent level 9 using Golden Troop. Bennett is C6 actually, R1 level 90. He's using Sapwood as his weapon, and he is using Noblesse. And Mavuika herself is C0R1 using her signature. She is level 90. Her talent level is 1, 8, and 8, and she is using Obsidian Codex. Although the build isn't like anything crazy, so this is definitely achievable, like just a little bit of grinding. So this isn't like a super whaled out C6 showcase, although if you want to see a whaled out C6 showcase, I suggest you stay tuned for a video that will be coming out after she releases. Just want to show you what she can do with a team like this and hopefully have some good results here, right? So okay, so like I haven't like perfected this team or anything like that. This is really just what I've discovered in, the first 2 hours that we've been playing with her, but hopefully we'll have some good results here, right? So drop the Bennett ult into Shilonen. I will heal with her because I can. Into Farina, and then Mavuika. I didn't press E with her, but I don't even know how much that did. But Raiden Shogun's almost dead. 130k. I'm sorry, that was really loud, but what just happened? Okay, I didn't press E with Mavuika before going into her ult, but I don't think that matters. She goes into her ult state when you burst anyway, but there was just a bunch of lights. Mavuika came down from the sky like freaking John Cena from the top ropes attacking, and then she like spun on her motorcycle some like 2 times and Raiden was dead. Okay, hold on. Let's try someone else here. Attempt number 2. We are going to go for a local legend here. This is Vivian of the Lake. I hear she has a lot of health, but she also hits extremely hard, so I'm kind of scared. I'm gonna heal earlier because I will die. Oh my god. Please spare me. Okay, come on. Give me my ults. Unfortunately, did not get to ult with Farina. Actually, I did ult with Farina. I don't know what I'm talking about. But all right, let's see. We will go into Mavuika. 130k no crit. She is, oh my god, look at that. She is vaporizing for like 100k. Okay. Unfortunately, you don't have much shield. You don't have many shields with this team, but that is still insane, no? Like just charge attacking. I'm gonna run, by the way. For 120k plus, and you just constantly go in a circle. That is so funny. I don't even know if I'm using her right, to be honest. All right, you know what? Screw it. Let's do Scaramouche. I think the really funny thing about Mavuika too is just her attacks honestly look so crazy, bro. She's just on this motorcycle just spinning around. I don't know. I don't think I will ever get over the fact that she is literally on a motorcycle. Like, bro, what is that? I can't. Oh my gosh, you can do it with her motorcycle. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Let's see it. Boom. Get Shilinen down here. Into Bennett. Farina ult. Mavuika. Into her bike. I think this will kill him. Did I just see 800k? Okay, Scaramouche does have like decreased resistance when he's in that state, so you do extra damage. That was 800. That was almost 900k. That's not even including the amount of damage she's gonna do afterwards too, like on her charge attacks with her bike. But as you can see, oh my god, yeah, Mavuika, pretty freaking insane. Pretty freaking insane. Now, like I said, this is just an early sneak peek of Mavuika, and nothing's really been optimized. This is just based off of me reading her character descriptions for like an hour and figuring out, you know, kind of what I can run her with. But I think the potential for the future of her character is going to be absolutely insane. And of course, can't wait to see what the quest and how she plays her role in the Archon quest of Genshin 5.3 comes out. But just first initial impressions, oh my goodness. Mavuika is just crazy. Look at this. Riding off into the sunset on her glorious flying bike. But once again, thank you very much, HoYoverse, for allowing me access on the creator experience server and for making being able to make this video for you guys. I am definitely looking forward to when Mavuika will be officially releasing in a couple of days. So, you know, if you want to tune in to the Twitch streams, twitch.tv/Anthony Chen, she's going to be insane. We will be pulling for her, and we will be building her and trying her out like extensively. So thank you very much for making it to the end. Let me know your thoughts on Mavuika. Are you pulling for her? Are you skipping? Are you saving? What's the plan? But yeah, best of luck. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.